Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Anybody in the house? How you guys doing? Today was a fantastic day. Even though, to be honest, I'm having a bit of a bad attitude, and I'm very blessed to have the people that I have, but I think because of yesterday, like, some of the, yeah, it's almost like I caught on to some of the negativity that was going on in the in our sphere of traders on Twitter. I caught on to some of the negativity and then yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. It was insane, and it's sort of, I don't know. Normally, I avoid. I don't even post about it, or I don't mention things about it. But yeah, this time I don't know. It just got to me. It just got to me a little bit. I was born in Nigeria, so I am an African, and sometimes, yeah, you hear things and it kind of just, ooh, it's like somebody. When you think about what the Bible says about witchcraft actually comes from the source of it is words. It's the things that people say, and it's how words can latch on. It's the power of words. That's what witchcraft actually is. And so, it's a bit of a weird one. But anyway, um, here we are. Leeches. Yes, that's what they are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. How was your day, people? Talk to me. How was your day? How was today's market? I mean, this is the, you know, this is all we had. I'm going to take this off. Disco was pretty good today. I showed them the real chain, how to use the chain. Obviously, you can tell, cap don't play, right? Cap don't play. I showed them how to really use it today. And it was beautiful. It was fantastic, folks. It was absolutely man, listen. I know I talk about control and precision and all these little, not little, but I know I talk about these things. But I'm telling you, folks, I am telling you, different game. Algowick is a totally different level, completely different level to what I think everybody else is doing. Now I get it. I guess I am part of the community of, let's say specifically speaking about ICT mentorship guys. I guess I'm part of that community because of Algowick now. But I just want to see them run it candle by candle, folks. We had a new person come in today. Today was his first day. Thankfully, today's Monday, all that kind of stuff. Folks are trying to lock in the price because I think there's about 11 or 10 people left, 10 spaces left. So it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Good things don't last. You feel me? But yeah, trying to lock in the price. But anyway, yeah, it was his first day today, and luckily for him, I was doing the chain. I was just using the chain. So it's the chain of custody of control, right? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, and I was just focusing on the chain, but the application was a little bit, what I thought actually, what, you could just do it this way. Most people don't know what arrays to grade. They don't know what to use. They don't know. It's like, which wick do I grade? Which fair value gap do I grade? Which this, which that? And I'm like, well, actually, you could just do this. And so that's what the focus was today. And I know for a fact they were mind blown. Absolutely mind blown. They were obviously, like, I have to impress. If somebody was paying you something, wouldn't you feel like you're obliged to deliver? You have to deliver a quality service. Otherwise, people are gonna go on Twitter. These people are gonna go on Twitter and say, "Oh yeah, well, Algowick, Cab, he scammed me," and obviously, I don't want that accusation. I want people who come in. I want them to know that this is the real deal. You know what I mean? This is God's kingdom. And this is how we flow. And we don't miss about. We don't tell lies. We don't make up stories. We don't do anything just for the sake of marketing. We don't do anything like that. At least if you are, a born again Christian. And you're dealing in the realm of money. It's a very, tricky area. But anyway, my man came by today, first day, and I know he was like, yeah. Because in the chat, in the Discord chat, he was saying, man, this is something totally different. I've never seen anyone run it like this. And when they say that, I know right there and then, they're inspired. And this is what I say to everyone. You need to be inspired by something that is greater than you, something that makes you want to feel alive again. Or maybe you're pursuing a particular vocation. There's got to be something. There's got to be a standard that you see being shown and being displayed that makes you think, yeah, I can do this. This is what I'm talking about. This is the whole, when I was thinking about this trading thing, this is what I wanted to do. And this is how I want to do it. So yeah, man, it was absolutely fantastic. What's the chat saying? Let's get it. Welcome, AG, Usman, how you doing? Fungi, how you doing? Usman said, wasn't expecting a big move today, but here we are. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go to the daily time frame. And let me go to the daily time frame so I can show you guys. I was bearish as normal. I was bearish. And you can see. So what you're seeing, by the way, too many lines. Anything above this fair value gap is none of my concern. These are just levels from last week, as you guys can verify in the old video. So, I was trying to keep some of these levels, trying to keep them there so you can track old videos with, current price action and, how we're doing. But today, boom. Today was fantastic, y'all. Fantastic. Yeah, it was beautiful. Wasn't expecting. Yeah, so Fungi said today was beautiful. Being back testing, first presented order block since ICT talked about it July 20th, 2026. Well done. And so a bearish order block form, and we retraced into it. And dude, controlled and stopped right at the order block open. So I was short all day. Leave me a space in August 1st is payday. Today is, what's today's date? I mean, what happens if, if 9 people or 10 people just all of a sudden just boom, 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 boom before the first? I gotta be fair, sir. Daily order block. We tapped into it today. Pre-market validated on Friday. Yeah. So basically, yesterday in the Sunday session. So we do on the Sundays we do a Q&A. It's about 3 hours, 3 hours. But to be honest, we haven't been doing the second half the way I plan to do it. But anyway. Um, yeah. So yesterday I was saying to them, this CIBI, the 23rd. I'm gonna make this larger. Nope, that's not it. It is. Yeah, right here. So this CIBI, I said, was my concern, my immediate concern for the week on this time frame. This was yesterday, by the way. That was one. Two, I said to them, if we get a gap up, then I want to see, so if we get a gap up, my concern is the CIBI, the suspension block. That's two. We got a gap up. And then I said, if we get a rally early into New York AM latest, then I'm going to be paying even closer attention. We got a gap up and we got a rally in New York. I'm going to show you on the 1 hour. But anyway, before I go to the 1 hour, mind you, I did say this week I'm bearish. I am bearish all the way to this PDRA right there. Look at that, folks. Right out the gate. And here was the mistake that I made. I thought, for some weird reason, I thought this week was NFP week. For whatever reason, but I was looking at the economic calendar and I saw, for some reason, I just generally thought this week, yeah, NFP, but the things that I was seeing was actually communicating to me that I'm expecting speed early in the week. And I think because of that, somehow I must have said, oh, NFP, and it was just ingrained in my mind. It's not NFP week, obviously. But I was articulating that I'm expecting speed if we can hit this early in the week. It's Tuesday. Today's Monday, folks. Boom. You want to tell me that all the points that I had for today, that I gave before the market opened last night, you want to tell me that that's exactly what I got? Let me show you something. If you take this opening price and you do that, okay, and you get 50%, look, folks, what's that? What is that? Oh yeah. What's that high? What's today's high? 28763 and 75. Boom, shakalaka. I am off by, I don't know, about two handles and 25 cents. I'll take it any day, anytime. I will take that. Now let's go to the 1 hour so I can describe to you what I anticipated last night. Here we go. We close here on Friday. We got the low of the day at 212 and 50. Oh man, if I tell you why that one, you'll be like, huh? How? Yes, I showed it to them. They saw it clear as day, no debates. It is what it is. Anyway, we closed right here and then we gapped open. So I got my gap open. I mentioned on Friday during AM session, I said to them, pay attention to these highs. Pay attention to these highs. While I was bearish on Friday, but just the way it was being delivered, and then 9, and then boom. And then when price was going higher, into the noon, into 12 noon, I was telling them I don't see these highs being rated as of Friday. I just don't see it. I see my 217 and 50, price it like that was my final price. That was my ultimate target. We got that. But now, and I said to them, now that we have this high and these highs, I can see it. So what did I want? I said to them, a gap open to take those highs. We gapped open and we took these highs. Cool. Now we've gone into the daily SIBI. Early, folks. Early. 7, right here, 7 p.m. Rally, take liquidity, come back right in. They never addressed the NWOG, that gap. They never addressed it. And I said, if we get that rally in the early part of the day, that's another cue. London session between 2 and 5, boom. And then look at this. Now let us go to the 1 minute. Now that everybody knows what we're cooking with, now that everybody knows that there's no surprises, there's only one thing that I did wrong today. For some reason, I don't know why, for some reason, I was trying to pick bottoms. I was trying to call the low. Now, don't get me wrong. I got this one, and it was perfect. It was fantastic. But I was getting stopped out. I was getting stopped out multiple times. I was there. Obviously, you're there articulating things, and you're telling them, all kinds of things, and you're trying to run the thing on the side on a different screen, right? On your own personal account. And yeah, I was getting chopped up. I mean, not chopped up, but I was getting stopped out of 15 handles, 10 handles, every now and then but once I got this one right, it was game over, folks. Control all the way through. I mean, it was beautiful. It was quick, fast. But yeah, for some reason I was just trying to, even though I am bearish, even though I had this, this PD array as a target on the higher time frame, everything panning out, the thing that I was showing them, I told them today, I am bearish. I'm telling you, maybe it's the pride. Maybe, when you start feeling too good about yourself, you start messing up. But anyway, yeah, we walked this thing all the way down to this range here. In case you don't know what it is, it was from Friday, so that the last range, something that I was showing them. Anyway, long story short, things worked out today, except for the one bad habit, the one tiny little stupid mistake, because I was trying to be a bad boy. It's a weird one, right? When you have a bias, you're bearish, but you're trying to catch all those, you're trying to catch, as it's going down, you're then trying to catch the bottom, and then as it's going up, and it's like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so basically I was just trying to be an expert today, and it went against me. Maybe too much of an expert, even though all of this was pre-seen, folks. Then it's God's plan. I'll accept it, but trusting, I'll come hang out here if I don't make it. Amazing, I didn't know this. OBEY, Obey, said 9 p.m. candle perfect engineering of liquidity. I'm not sure what he meant. But anyway, let's get to it. Now, who remembers? Which one of y'all remembers me posting about 9:25 and 9:35? The relationship between 9:25, 9:25 a.m. to 9:35 a.m. And I said you take the open and the close of that 925 in relation with 935 open. Who remembers that? Let's get it. Where is 925? 27, 26. I'm gonna make this larger because I really want you guys to see this. I really want everyone to see it. Just so you know, there are things. Anyone can say what they want, but the charts never lie. You take the close, okay, so it's a relationship, and you take it to the open of 935. Right there. Right? Right there. So you take the close there to the open there. Cool, right? 50% is right here. And then we do this right there. Boom! Shaka laka. What's that, people? What is this? Listen, yeah. Listen. I ain't sweating it, man. I am not sweating it with anyone. Why? Because I know the things that I have discovered. I know the things that I talk about. I know and I fully understand the stakes. So there's no need to debate. When you can run a thing like that with certain things in the back of your mind and you get something like that, there's no need. No need. And if you wanted to get the the open in the relationship with that, this is what you get. Okay? So, but yeah, you just want to actually, you know what? I want to show you guys you can just use it like this and boom. There you go. There you go. Say what you want or shut your mouth, yeah? Yeah. How about that? Boom. Resistance. Boom. What do you call that? Isn't that your fair value gap that goes through a specific price range? Interesting. Boom. Right there. Boom. Right there. Where the bodies at, y'all? Where the bodies at? Pull up, man. Pull up. I'm always ready. Always ready. Every single day, folks. Every single day. If you watch the Friday's video, you will understand. You will understand the logic between premium and discount. I think I need to change the name of the video actually, just so we can identify it. Every day, I give you guys logic that nobody else. Zero. This is unique understanding by using the framework that I was taught. Unique. This is unique knowledge. Look at that, folks. You want to tell me that that's a surprise? Maybe. But it's cool. We keep it moving. We keep it moving, right? Anyway, so what did we have today? We had this force presented fair value gap. So this is what you do. Right there. Boom. It's a civvy. Immediately, like almost immediately, 945, we rallied. Came back in. 940, we closed below, and we never saw it again. That's all. That's all she wrote. That was it. That was it. You have this, things that I've shared on here. There you go. Implied fair value gap. And boom. There you go. IFED. Boom. There you go. Yes, that's an IFED. Welcome. Oh yeah, you're welcome, folks. You are welcome. You are absolutely welcome. Yeah, right there. Boom. Drop. There you go. Sibby. Right there. How about that? Yeah, notebook gem number 2. How about that for a SIBI? We close below. Look at that. Open, tap, gone. Never saw the light of day again. Now, here's the funny thing, folks. When I was on the hot seat on Discord, I was using the most simplest logic. You are seeing the precision in after the fact. I was building this. I was printing this before the fact. Before. Because if people are paying you, right? People are paying you. Yeah, you got to bring your A game, right? Yeah. Before the fact, folks. It was absolutely wonderful. I enjoyed it for sure. Anyway, there's your 945. Boom, boom, drop. And it just kept going. And it just kept going. It just kept going. CB. It was everywhere. Fungi said, Gem no bad out. Badman pull up. Okay, so I was using 925 to 930 only. You can do that as well. You can do 925 to 930 as well. It doesn't make much of a difference. Usman said that. Fungi said, I actually took those 2 up candles as an order block. These 2 right there. You talking about these 2? Oh no, sorry. You're talking about these 2, the 934 and 935. And took the retrace entry down to opening range. NWOG would say that's accurate. Yeah. The target was NWOG. So when we started right there and then, 934, 935. Okay, so when we started, I said we're bearish to NWOG. And NWOG we went to. Let me try and get the NWOG actually, because I didn't. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get NWOG. We're gonna get that NWOG, Roy. Gonna get that NWOG, Roy. Here you are. NWOG. Close to open. And I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna NWOG this thing, Roy. Oh, that is what it was. Roy. And then we're gonna go back to the 1 minute, just so we can understand what we did today. So there you go. We opened right where were we? Yeah, we opened right there. Yeah, we opened right here, and I said we're going directly to NWOG. We came there, tapped it, rallied, returned, discount the edge of the NWOG on the other side, and we just kept going. That was the play. That was the play. Now let's take off NWOG because you've seen it now. And that was it, folks. And it just kept going. There were like little scalps up in here if you're into that kind of stuff. Bearish order block is here, right there. It's funny because this one was absolutely fantastic, because I was saying to them, I can see this high taken to the order block and then reassess. Now while these candles were printing like that, especially this one, the 1009 one, I was saying to them, like, it was like big green, and then right there we go recalibration. The shuffle that you notice. Hey, OG9, what's up? Yeah, it's like that shuffle, what I call recalibration. Once we started seeing recalibration on that candle, you cannot see it now, folks. You can't see these, like, you can't see it now because it's closed, but it's an invisible array. But anyway, once that started printing, I say, here we go, bam, and boom, shocker, locker. Like it was like boom, 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 boom. It was powerful, folks. And we just kept going and we kept going and he just kept going. We had these candles down here with these CFDs, and then once we got here, right at this candle, I was anticipating the return, like the turn, and we did get the turn, and it just went, and it just went. And I said we need to pay attention to this CFD right there. There you go. It almost hit, and then it closed down here. Happy days. I mean, you imagine riding from here all the way up there. No complaints. But I did say we need to pay attention to that CFD there. And there you go. Now listen, guys. Listen. Let me show you something. Yeah. Let me show you something. Look at this, folks. How do you like your steak? Because I like mine well done. Well done, baby. That's how I like mine. Some people like theirs medium rare. Some people like theirs rare. It is what it is. To each his own. Me, precision. I want it nicely cooked. You get me? Yeah. Well done. Boom. Shaka laka. Right there, folks. And what do we have? The rest of the day. And that's all she wrote. So far, so good. Now, what's the logic behind the things that I use? Let me tell you something, folks. I have seen enough. I have learned enough. I am convinced that anyone who comes to me, and I mean anyone, so this is like anyone. Now, I can't promise you profitability. It is illegal to do that. And I ain't going to jail for no one, right? But when it comes to education, you're going to get the best of the best. Because mentorship is about information. It's about passing on something. It's like you're passing on a spirit in a sense. You're passing on to somebody else. You're handling on to someone else something that if they're willing to open their heart, to open their hands, and they're willing to receive it with delicate focus, they will get it. They will receive the information. Now, what they do with that information is none of my business. None of my business. OG said, "You changed my mind after reading Premium and Discount like the last time." Oh yeah. Yes, sir. I'm glad I was some sort of an influence to your improvement, sir. It's good. It's good to have a positive effect in people's activities, if I can put it that way. But yeah, so that's what happened. And I'm trying to communicate to people, and I've been saying this for over a year, folks. I've been saying it for way over a year. Well over a year now. XT said the best student was on. The best student was on. I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, like when I tell you folks, the right information is all you need. And if you hand people the right information, now you can't promise them anything, like I said, but information is power, folks. It puts people in a different terrain. It lifts people. It gives them the possibility of an uplifting in their lives. Just like the Bible, when you read the Bible, there's something about the information that you gain, because you're getting the information. You're not only are you getting historical documentary about the past, but you're also getting an information about who the creator is, who is like, how he works. You get to understand the depths of the human soul. You get to really see how people react to holiness, how people pursue righteousness, or how people reject truth. So when you put the right information in people's hands, you give them the requirement of choice. Now they are forced to make a decision. When you put real precision and control, when you display precision and control, and you show the people, now they are forced to make a choice. Because it's a question of, well, do I run it like this? Or do I pretend like I never saw it? Hey, Exity, I don't know what you mean. Do you want to help me clarify? Phone guy said a chick, chick, chick. Recalibration sound is stuck in my head. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know how else to say it. But honestly, folks, so, that's my edge. That's my edge, folks. No, I'm talking about Exity. Exity 17 said something about the best student was on or something like that. And I'm not sure what he meant. I understood what you meant, OG9. OG9, baby. OG9. But yeah, so these are things that I genuinely believe in. These are things that I genuinely believe in. Usman said recalibration anything interesting on sub-minute time frame. I don't have that access, so wondering if anything there. Yeah, maybe Exity was talking about me. Well, I try my best. I mean, I try my best. But yeah, recalibration anything interest, so I don't have access to wondering anything there. Like you can read any candle, like every single candle, because remember, right? Time frames are not real. Time frames or what they tell us is real, but it is fugazi. Time frames are not real. The opening times on the daily time frame are not the true opening times. How about that? The closing times are not the real closing times. Yep, that's a fact. Time frames are not real. Any time frame above the 30-minute is not real. It is not real, folks. It is not real. Even your 1 hour time frame, your 4 hour. So many people love the 4 hour. They're like, oh yeah, I trade 4 hour. The 4 hours is where I live. The 4 hours is my thing. It's like, bro, why don't you put 4 hour time frame in, say, euro dollar, for example, and then switch and pay attention to the opening times, and then put the same 4 hour time frame on maybe like NASDAQ, micro E-mini NASDAQ. The times are different. So how do you know which is which? What do you do? What do you use? Problem. Yeah, problem. So anyway, let me get this inversion. I just want to get it right there. I just want to pay attention to this shadow. Let's get the shadow, folks. Look at that. I'm going to get you that shadow. Ooh. Wait, Cap. What did you just do, Cap? Cap. How did you... Cap. Did you just create a weird looking inversion? Cap. How did you even notice to see that in hindsight, Cap? Mr. Cappuccino Jones. Hey, Cap is a nickname, folks, in case you didn't know. But it is a nice name, right? Mr. Jones. Hey, Mr. Carter. Tell me where you been through. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so that's interesting, right? That 50% right there. Let's just take it off. Let's take it off. Yeah, so to answer Husman's, yeah, every candle, you will see recalibration. Every candle. It just depends. Do you have the, like, does the person have the understanding, or the, did they even observe what it was before? Now, some people observe things, and it's good, but you know, how do you put it into a working tool in your hands? So that's what we're dealing with. Right, so let's get into 2:18. It is 2:18 New York time. Let's see if we can do some razzling dazzling, thing, show some precision. And what time is it, folks? It is 45. So here's what you want to see. I'm going to get a quadrant of this right there. Right there. So this is the quadrant. You want to see this candle, right? You want to see this candle, implied fair value gap. Oh, Trump is going to talk. It doesn't matter. Trump talking don't matter. They've cooked up all this liquidity. Let me show you. You see that? They've cooked up all of this. And they've cooked up all of this. That's on purpose, folks. If they know that Mr. T is going to say something, what they're going to do, they're going to set up the range hours before. Let me show you guys something. I mean, am I giving mentorship level information here? Anyway, 11:30, right? 11:30, laws of liquidity rate, right? Boom. There you go. There's your 12. And if it doesn't happen in 11:30, at 11:30, you can expect delayed protraction. Boom. Right there. That's what you get right there. Right there. Yeah, so, sorry, I was trying to make a different point. And I'm going to show you in a minute. Gee, what's going on in Cyprus, man? Yeah, so you got one thing. So here's what I wanted to show you. Right at the first tower, we have the first tower there. That's the leg. I'm going to show you right there, just so we make the point. The first tower, boom, all the way down. That's the range. And then you want to tell me 1, 2, 3. And the current, like this candle is going to close right there. And the current, so 1, 2, 3, 4. For 4 hours, they're going to keep this thing in a range. And you're telling me that something isn't being cooked. I mean, I don't need to know who's talking. I don't need to know who's going to tweet. All I know is we're about to get a big old move. So actually, today's content might be good. Maybe I'll stay for a while and enjoy it. Anyway, here's what you got. You have a BISI, you have a CIVI. Opposite. They're opposite to each other. Right there. This is your bearish order block. Right there. You want to see this candle start flirting around there. Okay, because that's what order blocks do. You want to see the flirtation. Why flirtation? 10 seconds. You're going to see jittery, jittery, jittery. Go on, go on. Give him that jitter. 5 seconds. Don't be slow. Give him the one last smack bang. Boom. You see that? Did you see that? One last smack bang. Cappuccino Jones right on it. I told you so. Listen, folks, you're messing with me. You're not handling me correctly, people. One last what? Smack bang. What time was that, folks? I got time. Listen, people. You don't have a clue. You don't know who you're messing with. I'm not the average guy, people. I walk up to a chart and I put a gun on his head and I say, now deliver me. Deliver for me what I want to see right here, right now. Pay attention. Some of you are watching this right now. You're going to have to rewind this. I want you to pay attention to how that candle was delivering. This is live, folks. You don't see it anymore. This is live. 222. Boom. And it was here, it was acting slow. And I'm like, yo, what time is it? What? You're going to get one last smack bang. I know which. I know where it. Here's how good it gets for me. And this is where a lot of people are going to be like, wait a minute. What's he talking about? I know where and when recalibration is going to print, even when it is against me. I know where and when, folks. Look at this. One last smack bang. I told you, bearish order block, because that's what bearish order blocks do. You expect that it's going to come around there. What's around there? Your fair value gap. Boom. Smack bang in like 3 or so seconds. The last 3 seconds or so, boom, smack lower, gap open, hit the fair value gap, bang, gone. Tell me, who is out there, man? Put their names in the chat. Who's doing it like that? Who's got that kind of control? Put their names in the chat, yo. Candle by candle. Don't bring me some guy who does something and he's like, oh yeah, they get the good call. Everybody can call something. Everybody calling something. I promise you, everybody calling something. We're all callers. That's the name of the game. Everybody calling something. But give me that smack bang control. Give me that right here, right now. Can you dig it? Oh, man. Listen, I do this every day. I do this every day. You know, a gentleman, you know, who I actually think, you know, he's pretty cool. Like, we don't trade the same thing, you know, but, you know, he made a statement in one of, you know, he made a comment in one of my posts and he said, this is not a video game. This is the market. Well, I'm not using any indicators. I'm not using anything in order flow. I'm not using anything in anything. How am I supposed to know? Right there. How am I knowing these things? Do you see any deviations here? Am I like, do you see anything here? I mean, you see me using PDRAs, and the reason why I grade them is just because of the specific prices. It's not because the specific lines are so special. I'm paying attention to the 50%, and I'm paying attention to just those prices. Just those prices. That's it. I already have my PDRA. Now I know I can pinpoint for closer precision. Do I know how to use projections? Yes. Do you see me use projections? Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something right now, folks. And let this ring in every single person's brain that is in this chat, in this live stream right now. If you're listening to me right now live, let me tell you something. And this is the God honest truth. No word of a lie on the Bible. I'm telling you. I don't need deviations. This is my trading chart, folks. You see that right here? I don't even know if I showed this one before. This is what I look at. Zero. There's nothing here. Look. Well, I guess, there's that. I must have been drawing something. I can't even remember. Let me see. What was that 15-minute time frame? What was it that I drew? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to use the daily, so I'm pretty sure we're going to show it. And then, yeah, there you go. So that was the mistake. So you can see the same thing was on the daily. If I go on the daily, I'm going to go on the daily, and you're going to see that was for Friday. So, yeah, that's what that was. I think that's what that was. But, yeah, that's what that was. I don't use anything. Once it's done like that, boom. I ain't got nothing, as you can see. Nothing. Clean. This was today. Clean. Clean. This is the 1 minute chart. Just to prove the point. This is clean, you see. 1 minute is the same because of that, daily thingy. But look, I'm gonna go pull it all the way back, yo. Clean. Clean. And you can see that was from Thursday. Clean, yo. Clean. Ain't none changed but the name on the mail, yo. Clean. Once I'm locked in like this, I'm in charge, yo. Nothing. I use this one so you can see Algowick actual up here. Oh, actually you can't see it. Never mind. I use this one for YouTube and all the shenanigans, right? But that's it. Clean. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know what each candle must present me. We are at 2:30. I'm going to take this off so we can see the wick. You want to see real smack banger. Have you ever smacked a horse before, y'all? That's what you got there. Have you ever smacked a horse before? Look at that reaction. Yeah. Nothing, yo. No indicators. No indicators, no nonsense, just pure annotations. That's it. The thing you guys probably see me use the most is these quadrants or something, just to make a point. Just to make a point. And maybe some of these, fair value gap stuff. Just to make a point, because you're trying to show people something. You're trying to teach something. Okay, cool. That's all you see me do, yo. That's all you see me do. Take that low, come into a rejection block right there. Let's get it, baby. I mean, the whole idea is basically the idea is you want to get CB into the rejection block. That's what you want to get. You want to get that CB into the rejection block. Otherwise, you're going to be sweating. Okay, so there's your incoming CB looking thing there. Oh, disrespect. Absolute disrespect. How dare you? Do you know I'm live, boy? I'm only joking. Thony Peru said, hi. A question. Do you also share information in PDF format on your Discord? I don't speak English very well. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. Because I do 3 hours on Discord. And thank you for the question, by the way. I do 3 hours on Discord, and then I give about 2 hours on YouTube. So I'm already doing 5 hours a day. Imagine me trying to work, whatever extra amount to create PDFs. I, you know, I mean, I'm trying to help people, but I don't want this to be a full-time job because my people found me already complaining already. I'm kind of growing a bad attitude. So, it is what it is. Gee, what is all that noise, man? The beach people, it's always, this place is full of life, by the way. But that's why you want to live near, right? I mean, why live in the sticks somewhere when you can just enjoy yourself? But yeah, so we have this SIBI. We have this BISI. We already worked this SIBI there. We worked the discount range. So pay attention to, let me just do this because something tells me we might not like this area at all. It might be an area to be complaining about. We're gonna have some bad attitude. Trust me, like I have no qualms with what they're doing right now. They've already, created, like we're just right in the middle somewhere, but we need, let me get that right. And boom. Okay, cool. And boom. So this part has been worked. So a return into here, like you want to see, all this, premium there. But before that, but way before that, rejection block. That's my current read. Phone guy said I can say I've never you never smacked a horse, no? Oh Lord. Oh my days. But yeah, so let's just remanage this chart. It's almost there, it's almost like, almost. Do you get me? It's still got some time, but it's got a couple seconds. It's almost there. You see that? You see that response right there? You see that? What happens? This candle closes. Notice that? You see what it's doing? It is dealing, it is satisfying. Let me show it to you. You see that gap open there? Yeah, that's what that is. Satisfying. There you go. I was gonna say we need that jittery, but so anyway, you get the point. You all get the point. So see that right there? You see that right there? That's a good sign. That is a good sign. So I like, watch this. You see that? That is a great sign, people. Great sign. Great sign for what? That low. Let me tell you why I feel it was a great sign. Just so you can see. Nope, it's 50%. And this one right there. So all that jittery is like, right? Because what happened there? Open came all the way down there, right? You have this PRA here, right there. It was all there. Open came all the way down. Now you have this. This is what you got. This looking thing. And then just that opened right there, came down, and then did a whole jittery, like, ooh, boom. But look at what's going on right now. Reworking that implied fair value gap. You all seeing? You understanding the game? Candle by candle, folks. candle by candle. You all seen the game? Learn something. Learn something. You see that right there? See the way it keeps wicking down. It keeps wicking down. It keeps wicking down. That's what you want to see with trend line phantom. These types of things, it comes down there. It's like, that's exactly what you want to see. I mean, like, why would it, if this thing wants to, do like a massive, big old nonsense, is that what you want to be seeing wicking down? Like, let's say, for example, on the, I don't know, say on the 1 hour time frame, or, some higher time frame nonsense. Is that what you want to be seeing there? No, you don't. You want some sort of speed. You want some sort of, animation. Do you get me? You want some sort of animation. You get me? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, give me that. Give it to me. Ooh, ra-pa-pa-pa-pam. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, you thought that was bullish. I bet you there's a hater in here watching this right now. They don't want to put anything in the chat. They don't want to like or subscribe. I bet you they thought this was bullish. I told you that's a good sign right there. And it's smacked higher, and you probably thought, oh, cap's gonna be wrong. Nope. Boom, shaka, laka. What is this? Trend line phantom. Then what does that make this? What's that? If you have a trend line there, like that, then what is that? Like, what's this formation, folks? What's that formation? What's that formation right there? There you go. Relative equal lows. And boom, shakalaka. There you go. There you go, folks. Bull flag. Definitely not a bull flag. Definitely not a bull flag. It's just basically you're trying to use liquidity points. There's there are people who they really believe in these, like they will swear like this is special. Not really. Ain't nothing special about that. The point is, we've gone there, we're coming lower, we are addressing this busy right there, reworked it, took that low, came back there. Fungi, who knows what support and resistance is? See, my vocabulary is CB, BC, order block, wherever they have break or block. Well, I guess we all use the language like it would act as support, it would act as resistance. Just pay attention, folks. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, folks? First, and then at least we're closer to it, right? We're closer to it, aren't we? Aren't we closer to it? Aren't we closer to it, people? What time is that? Let me put it right there. We're closer to it. We went right there. This is madness, dude. Don't worry, bro. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I mean, if we're being honest with each other, this is sideways price action. It's not really doing anything. Its price is trash. They're complaining. NQ doesn't do this. NQ doesn't move. NQ this. NQ that. NQ. It's like, listen, man, relax. Just say you don't know. It's okay not to know. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Ooh, would you look at that? That is interesting to me. Now you want to be studying this range. That's all. You want to be studying that range. That's all. You just want to be studying that range. If this candle gives you some recalibration, like boom, like just pay attention. We got 30 seconds. Pay attention now. Here we go. It's coming through. Can you go over your ICT journey? Did you say you were part of the charter students from 2016, or did you study the charter playlist and do core content like 20 times? Okay, so thank you for the question. I appreciate you, fun guy. I appreciate the question. So I am not a 2016 student, okay? I'm a 2021 student. I tried to join many years before, like I found ICT 2018. I tried to join 3 years before, and I couldn't. I didn't know, I guess I didn't know he was on Twitter. I didn't know where he was, where to get the link or anything. But anyway, long story short, I managed to join in 2021. I know you guys are looking at my premium area there. I know we're all looking at the same thing, right? Look at that close. Look at that special close. Would you look at that? Does that look controlled to you? It's, guys, I'm not using any order flow or anything. No books, no nothing. None of that. I'm not using anything. How do I know what price is going to do? Like I'm the one dictating it. It's going to do this first and boom. Shakalaka. Shakalaka. Clip that. Clip it. Clip that. Yo. Yeah. Clip that. Tell me. Clip that, yeah? Clip that, fam. Yeah, come get some. Do you know who you're messing with? You don't know, do you? You don't know who you're messing with now, do you? Look at that. I promise you, these people that they try to troll me on Twitter, they don't know me, man. They never knew me. I was saying in 2024, I was saying to them, man, somebody needs to go on Twitter and really show these guys what's up. I was saying it in the charter group. 2024. I was telling the charter members, like, because I'm seeing all these accounts are growing, they're gaining a lot of following, and ICT would be, what I'm saying? It's like they'll be doing all these roundups and whatnot, and I'm like, these guys are chatting nonsense. They're deceiving each other. They're lying to each other, folks. And I could see it all the time. People will post it in the charter group, and I'm just like, is this really the standard? And unfortunately, you'll be seeing some of the charter members, and they go there and they participate, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're making these guys look better than us. Instead of locking in, it's like they're making these guys look better than us. And some of the things that they would say is like just super arrogant stuff. And they speak with the biggest chest, but they're lying to each other. They've been lying to some of you guys in here for years. And I was saying, yeah, man, somebody needs to go there and show them what's up. Tell them the truth. That was my motivation of going on Twitter initially, actually. It was like, let me go actually give the real information. But anyway, there you go. 2:45. Look at that, folks. You want to tell me? You want to tell me that's a coincidence? Look at this, right there. Look at that. Look at that, people, right there. I'm just saying. This is why you will not find me arguing with people. You won't, like, I ain't doing that no more. People want to believe what they want to believe. Go ahead. Like, believe what you want. You have an opinion. Go ahead. Believe what you want. But I'm not going to have a back and forth about things that I know. Like, some people just want to, they just want to talk for talking's sake. Pull up a chart, yeah, and run a thing like this. Entertain me then. Minute by minute, candle by candle. Call it, fam. Beforehand. Tell me the sequence beforehand. Numerous candles before the hit. Show me how it's done then. Show me in what direction. In what way. Do you know who you're messing with? I'm a professional, fam. Yeah, so basically, I found ICT 2018. I joined 2021, and Fair Valley Gap forming. Where's the Fair Valley Gap forming? Which one? What time? Give us the time of the candle. But yeah, so basically, yeah. So I basically, just joined ICT 2021. I joined ICT's charter member group, and so eventually, you pay, you go through the months, and then you get access to the charter member content from, like, videos from previous years. So while I was watching the core content in those years, because when you sign up, like, you're required to watch those videos. So this is 2021. I was going back watching as well. I was watching the old videos, doing all kinds of, just consuming and consuming and consuming, because I really wanted it, And so eventually he said he's closing up shop. He started 2022, and I just kept digging. I kept digging. But by then, I had watched every single video on his YouTube, like every single one of them. Every single one of them. I had covered the entire YouTube content. So I knew for sure that based on, the things that they were there at that time, like, the videos that were there at the time, I knew for sure I wanted more. And he would say it in the videos, but I never knew how to sign up. But anyway, eventually, I managed to sign up. I managed to get access to it. And, it took me some time to cover, his entire catalog, as I've mentioned, in different formats. But the point is, I wanted to make sure that I knew what I knew. I didn't want a situation where I wasn't sure in my own personal ability. And I didn't want a situation where, I didn't, like, I'm not doing good, or I don't know what I'm doing because I didn't know, or because I didn't watch all the videos. I wanted to know everything that I could possibly know. And so, so no, I am not a 2016 member, fund guy, but yes, I did study everything. I am probably one of, if not, the very, very few people, and I mean very, very tiny number of people who has definitely seen all of ICT's catalog. And some people like to make it like, yeah, well, he did some videos and they bought, some of these pirated, the guy that is selling the videos and stuff. But it's like, even that guy doesn't have everything. So, like, this is why I laugh sometimes when people are like, I've seen everything ICT has produced. Like, Number one, no, you have not, you dirty liar. No, you have not. You have definitely not seen every ICT video. There is no way you are seeing every ICT video and you are going to be reliant on order blocks. No way. Zero. Zero, folks. There's no way you have watched all of ICT's videos, talk a big game on Twitter or something, and then you're relying on fair value gaps. No way. Zero. It's not happening. No way. Never. It's not happening. No bloody way. You are not. Listen. There's no way you've seen all of ICT's videos and you're reliant on breakers. Listen, zero. Like, I mean, zero. And I can say that with real authority. Zero. Zero. So anyway, there you go. There you go, people. You know, boom, shakalaka, came down, hit the rejection block, as I said, came lower, it didn't raid, so it's gone back, you know, premium. Anyway, yeah, it's not happening, folks. It's just not happening. Now, if you love order blocks, if you love fair value gaps, you know, does that mean you cannot work? Well, of course they do work. But come on, man. Like, you're not reliant on those as your specific special tools if you've seen enough ICT stuff. Okay, so there is a catalog outside his YouTube. Yes. I've consumed about 80% thinking about doing the charter playlist in August and redoing core content. You should do core content. I need the accuracy. You should do core content. You need to do core content. In fact, yeah, every single person should go through core content at least once a year. There are some things in core content actually that are pretty good. Pretty good. That's a fact. It's eventually you're gonna be watching core content, not for the content in core content. You're going to be watching it for logic, to break down logic. And that's how a lot of things will open up for you. Anyway, yeah, you know, there you go. I did a little bit of something there, gave you a nice little market maker buy model there. And now we are right here. You know, I mean, price could have dropped all the way down, right? Sure. But it went up exactly how I wanted it. Hey, ISD, how you doing? How would you rank 23, 24, 25, 26 mentorship so far from best to worst? The absolute number one, in my honest opinion. Fun guy said, I've done core content 2023. Huh? You've done core content 2023. Core content is 2016, sir. When I was born again, as I drove across America for 6 months. Then 2022 and all forex stuff, OTE 2023. Not 25 and 26. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, man, yo, is there something I'm missing? And I'm talking all this big man game. Yeah, no, yeah, nice one. Yeah, so the absolute number one for me, by far, is the hardest one, 2023. Good luck, folks. Good luck. If you can survive 2023, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you'll be fine. If you can survive 2023, you will be fine. Like, I mean, you'll be like, you'll be fine. I mean, you still got to put it together, but you will be fine. 2023 content for me is like the restart of his entire work. 2022 was pretty good, but 2023 that one is intense, folks. We had to go through 4-hour videos, 5-hour videos, 6-hour videos. And it wasn't 1, 2, or 3. This was the norm. 2 hours, 3 hours. This was the norm. That was the norm, folks. Like, that was like, yep, you're expected. Yep, boom. This is, take it or leave it. That was the norm. And it wasn't only that. We also had to go through the spaces. His spaces on Twitter. 2023, yeah. Not only that, we had to go through the tweets. So you have to stay in tune with those tweets. He would be dropping those short videos. Those 2023 was the one, folks. You had to have been there. You had to have been there. Otherwise, yeah, forget it, man. Forget it. 2024, I'd put 2024 as number 2. 2024 is number 2. Yeah, for me personally, 2024 is number 2. And then, yeah, you've got, like, everything else is basically to each his own. But 2023, 2024, if you can crack that, you go far. You go far. It's like core content times 1 million or something. 2024 is gap theory and and Wicks. Well, like, to be fair, like, he already taught these things like way back. So yeah, 2023 and 2024. Yes. If you can survive those 2 years, you do well. You do well. You will do well. You do well for yourself. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, you still got to put it all together. And good luck with that. You know, good luck with that. It's like the chain of custody of control, right? It's like, yeah, good luck with that. Like, people are still struggling to know which wicks to grade. People are still struggling to know which fair value gaps to grade. They're still struggling to know which volume imbalance to grade. By the time you start grading all these things, and including the fact that you have to use octants, you're going to have lines everywhere. Everywhere. So which one are you going to have to use? Yeah, good luck putting it together, man. Yeah. Good luck. I'm sorry I'm actually being like this, but it's the truth. At some point, we need to start telling each other the truth, man. Because there's so much content out there. And I'll tell you, the chain video it's like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Bro, drop the crumbs. What crumb? There's no crumb to drop. Watch the videos yourself. I promise you. Just watch them. Like, I'm actually not hiding anything. We're all watching the same videos. I showed my guys, like, we did like a deep dive. So the video was released on Saturday, and then, on Discord on Sunday, like in the Q&A section, we, like, I did a deep dive, into the logic and all these things, and how it can help them understand even better. And then today, I showed them even a whole different application. It was like really, 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 really good stuff. And they were like, wow, it's crazy. And remember, mind you, candle by candle. Candle by candle. No debates. For me, the 2023 mentorship is more focused on day trading. Yes, sir. I agree. I like core content in 2022. Very good. Very good. It's like Napoleon Hill's book, though. When you read the book one time, then a second time, then a third time. Yeah, that's actually what he says, fungi. No man crosses the same river twice. We hide in our awareness. Yeah, that's what he said. That's why he says you should rewatch. So I make it a practice. Like I'll give you, for example, the chain video, chain of custody of price of control. I watched it twice. I watched it twice, and because it's like a new thing, I wanted to hear what he had to say. So I was listening to this to the space live, right, yesterday, and then I listened to it again this morning. You see what I mean? That's how I grew, folks. So you can think of how long these content, like how long these products are, the videos, the spaces, the answers, and you have to rewind, you have to pause, you have to think through, you have to be like, okay, I see what he's saying here. He's like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, boom, 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 all these things. Now, don't get me wrong, like I'm not learning anything new because these are things that I've been taught before. They're just being applied in a different way. But like I'm still finding, myself to pause so I can think it through. Because now I'm listening so I can know how to articulate it, for people on Discord. Do you get me? And that's what I'm doing. So even though like I'm learning for myself in a sense, like I'm also learning for the purpose of other people, so I can help them, or I can be useful somehow. When I look at 2022 now, I see some stuff I didn't have awareness. Yeah. So how many years you study? Well, it took me 8 years to cover 15 years of content. So ICT's 15 years worth of catalog, it took me 8 years to cover all of it, every single one, including spaces on Twitter, tweets, silent videos, mentorship videos, text. When he will be doing his text calls thing, pay attention to this. 8 years. Everything, folks. If there's anything ICT has done that I haven't covered, then maybe it's very, very few. And I'm talking like maybe 2009 or 2008. Like, I mean, I wasn't even born then, right? But yeah, 8 years, 8 years. So yeah, man, I am grateful that God gave me that level of passion. Crazy, you really are a believer. Yeah, I know what I saw. I know what I saw. The man brought the truth. He really had the truth. And he had it all along. Yeah, man, I'm a full-blown believer, bro. Full-blown. Nobody can convince me otherwise. And that's why you can see me do the things that I do, and it looks like, whoa, this guy, he practically painted this whole sequence all the way down here and all the way up. All the way down here and all the way up. How did he know it wasn't going to drop? He literally said, pay attention to this premium range of this CB there, like this orange thingy here. Pay attention to that. But before it goes back to that, he said it's going to take the low first. It took the low, and it started timing the candles, even the specific candles. How's he doing it? Yes, full belief. Agreed, I'm a believer, huge. Counting the grains of sand, probably my favorite space. Oh yeah, he has dropped some bangers, man, to be fair. I mean, don't get me wrong, like there's some things that really broke my heart as well. Some things that really disappointed me, but like you can't deny the fact that number one, no one is perfect, so there's that. But number two, it's also the fact that he is the conduit of the very thing that I feel like the right information came through. So I love him for that. But also, you know, he's made some serious mistakes, some real mistakes. Some of them practically sinful, if I'm being honest. Crazy that when I was born again at my lowest, I opened my computer the next morning after my awakening and it was Michael. Wow. Just yelling, "You can do it." And I was like, who is this guy? Wow, that's interesting. That's pretty good. Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, you can't take that away from him. He's always trying to inspire, regardless of what anybody believes. So there you go. There's those highs. I told you. We're going sideways. High, high, boom. We're back. Remember the 10 to 10:30 I was talking to you about the fourth hour? Remember? We're back in there. It's just the way it is, people. It's just the way it is. It is 3:08. 3:08. We have a busy. We have this busy. I do like, if I'm being honest with you, like this volume imbalance there. That's a reset. That's a reset right there. Ooh. If you're here from my Discord, remind me tomorrow to talk about how to use or how to apply resets. Cap, you talked about reset yesterday on your YouTube. Can you show us how to actually apply resets? Remind me. We're gonna cook. Just pay attention. Actually, let me leave it there so you guys, so you can make the point for you guys. What are your thoughts on single stock futures? Are you interested in trading them? It depends if you have the time, if you like to grow, if you like to grow money, if you like the idea of, like, you know, putting your money in many different places, then yes, I definitely think at some point, as a professional, speaking for myself, single stock, yes, absolutely. And even while, you know, like while talking about it right now, I should be doing a lot more of that. A lot more of that. I really should. I really should. There's a reason why the hedge funds, they play single stocks. They play single stocks. You know, they call it high risk, right? They play single stocks. I like that. You want a body close around here. Let me show you. You want a body close below 282.1725, right? Yeah, 282.17. Yeah, 282.17. Sorry, my bad. Yep, let's get that body close, y'all. Body close. Let's get it. Give me that body close, my man. Ooh, y'all seen that? Y'all seen that snappy? Oh, oh, oh. Interesting. Ooh. Snappy. Interesting. Did I get the body close? Nope, I did not. But you watch. Watch and learn. I like it. 200. I like the 200. So the volume balance is what? 200? Yeah, 28200. Okay. What time is it? It is 3:12. 3:12. Body close. So this was basically, this is a bullish order block, and that bullish order block here, it's like, is that bullish order block is like the trolls on Twitter. They ain't got strength and they're too weak. They're cowards. So that's about that. That's the coward order block. Oh, oh, oh! Would you look at that? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my days. Would you look at that? Would you? Would you look at that? Yeah. Selling pressure. That's what it was, I'm the one commanding their selling pressure. From here, bro. They can't stand it. They can't stand it, man. Look at that. I'm telling you. I will wipe every single one of them. Every single one of them will get wiped off for good. There's a difference between live streaming. There's a difference between live streaming and throwing calls. There's a difference between live streaming, throwing calls, and then describing what's going to print, the specific print. We're not the same, y'all. What you're looking for is not even what you want to see. Trust me. Show it like this. Let me see. Show it like this. Let me see. You ain't ready, man. You're not ready. You don't want the smoke, yo. What are your thoughts on? Oh yeah, are you interested in trading? Yeah, I already replied to that. Can you explain why you mark 7 to 7:30 and 11 to 11:30? Nope. I mark 11:30 to 12. That's what I mark. It's I'm seeing the difference, dude. This is incredible. About to find this. I have to crash, but dude, as always, I'm impressed. Hey, listen, I am trying to impress, right? That's all I'm trying to do. Vietnam, gee, whoa, 2:15 a.m. Good night, bro. Good night. Thank you for showing up, though. I appreciate the engagement as well. Thank you. Have a good night, brother. Have a good night. Yeah, man. Can you explain? Can you explain why you marked? Yeah. So OG, 7 to 7:30 is the opening range of New York. 7 to 7:30 is a special time. 7 to 7:30 is the real time when it comes to the algorithm that controls price. 7 to 7:30 New York time is when it lines up. So algorithmically, the algorithm that actually controls everything, it starts at my time zone. Yep, midnight, my time. That's a fact. You can take that to the bank. Midnight, those who control the world, when their algorithm triggers at midnight, new day, everything starts. And then you calculate 7 hours back. That is when forex opens at 5 p.m. New York. Would you believe that? While New York is still on Sunday, midnight, algorithmically, those who control the world, they've entered Monday. Oh yeah. And then 7 hours later, it is 7 a.m. And guess what? 7 a.m. is at their time. Midnight, New York. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Midnight, New York, y'all. Oh, yes. New York, midnight open is when 7 a.m. Yeah. Bible talk about night and the day. Yes, sir. You were putting it together, XT. That's a fact. Anyway, yeah, so I was able to put some of these things together, and when ICT was teaching about them, and I was seeing how consistent and I was seeing how effective these specific times are, it helped because number one, there's a difference between somebody teaching something that works and then the charts not lying to your face. You plot these same things and the charts are like literally telling you, yep, yep. And you're seeing it right, like right there in the day. So that tells me something about trusting things that do work. So my times, the times that I use, the way I've understood them, they work, So, but yeah, that's in a nutshell. That's what and then for 11 to 11:30, 11 to 11:30 is basically like it's a London close. So it's a London close, but it is 11:30 to 12 though, not 11 to 11:30. 11:30 to 12 because 11:30 to 12 is the last 30 minutes before noon. Before the PM, reset in terms of time. So that's why I factor that. But yeah, there's more to these times if you study them. Jonathan said, Genesis 1, verse 5, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day, which means that when God was creating a day, he factored the fact that it starts in the evening, not the sunrise. Boom. Totally different in how we record day. So algorithmically, you have to understand when you get that 0, 0 at that particular time zone of the people who control the world, you have to understand the day that everything starts from. Boom, shakalaka. This incredible, bro. What is the opening range for the PM session? Opening range for the PM session, 1:30 to 2 p.m. 1:30 p.m. New York time to 2 p.m. The same time that I start the live streams. So that's why I start at 1:30 p.m. It's like, we just kind of walk through the opening range while the opening range is cooking up. Those first 30 minutes between 1:30 and 2 p.m., I get to talk about what happened on Discord and, why, let it cook, typicals, right? All that kind of stuff. Right. So let me take this off. And I don't need this one, the 212. Actually, I don't need that because we've already, but yeah. Yeah, so basically that's what that is. But yeah, if anybody has been here the whole time, like this video, for example, like this live stream is another example of real precision. It's another example of me showing you, giving you a glimpse, just a glimpse that we know what we're doing here. It's just a glimpse. We know exactly what's going on before all of this print. I mean, maybe you're seeing it now and you're like, oh, price went higher. And, but remember, it wasn't even near there at the time. It was down here. And we were dictating how this thing is going to print and how it's coming down and how it came from for this low and came for, this. Anyway, you get the point. The point is, you saw all of this. You saw all of this. I saw all of this before the print. Yep. So when I see all of this before the print, it allows me to understand what to anticipate. Candle by candle. Candle by candle, folks. Candle by candle. Munez Paul said, "You are a true student of ICT." Thank you. Thank you. Every time people say that to me, it's like a great compliment, because I know I suffered. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the suffering was too much. I lost a lot of things in my life, to be an expert at this. So I suffered, man. So anytime people compliment, I'm like, thank you for acknowledging that, because man, the trauma, the trauma, yo. I would take that compliment every day and any day. Yeah, man, I suffered, yo. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I know I have it now. I know I am at a place where I can say I finally arrived, in a sense, and I'm still learning. Don't get me wrong. Like, but my learning is more on the professional side. I'm trying to attempt, to what's the next level when you have the level of precision that the man wants you to have. Now, I'm not saying I have it like he does. I'm pretty sure there's probably a million things that he has way beyond me. But so far, so good where I'm at. I'm thinking, okay, what's the next level of precision? What's the next level of being a professional, especially being a professional ICT trader, not just any type of professional? What would constitute a professional ICT trader? That's the next step for me. And that's my current journey right now. So that's what I'm trying to learn. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to understand even deeper industry stuff, and see how, why is it that the industry gurus, the industry heads, they can't do it like I do it. They can't. And all the people that know everything about order flow, and they know everything about everything that you could put, it's like they can't do candle by candle like I can. And they use indicators, by the way. They have all the help with indicators. God forbid that somebody comes into my live stream and they challenge me on indicators or some sort of precision or something, and then the thing that I have to offer them is, yeah, bro, I got so many indicators, it will do wonders for your trading. God forbid. While my mentor is there, God forbid, it will never be me. It will never be me. That of all things, the thing that I can shine about is indicators. God forbid. I will never sell an indicator, folks. You can record this and save it somewhere, and you can play it 100 years from now. I will never sell an indicator, ever. You will never ever find me selling indicators. No real ICT trader, real, and I mean real, true, pure ICT trader leans on indicators. Zero. I don't care what it is. If you're an ICT trader and you're using indicators, you need to go review yourself. Don't call yourself a purist. Call yourself something else. But please don't insult us, pure ICT trading, people who do it the right way. It's an insult to call yourself pure when you don't do it like the other people who are pure. It's an insult. So do not do it. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. It's not fair. Because some of us, we really, really did grind it. We were grinding to run it the way he does. And this is what I'm showing you guys. You all seen it. This is live. This is live, folks. XT said, this guy gonna blow you too. I'm just getting started, bro. I'm just getting started. I'm gonna destroy them all by God's grace. We're gonna reset the industry, God willing. All those lies and all those fake stuff, it's gonna go. You wanna be a real ICT day trader? This is the litmus test, candle by candle, folks. 1 minute. Like here's the funny thing, right? You're seeing the 1 minute. I'm looking at the same charts as you guys. 1 minute. You don't see me looking at 15 minute, 5 minute, and then doing some top down nonsense. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. 1 minute. I don't need no nonsense. I don't need no multiple time frame analysis. An indicator is going to project this for me, and therefore is going to give me some possible price. God forbid. One chart, candle by candle, 1 minute time frame. That's it. No looking left, no looking right. Stay focused and you run it candle by candle. You can tell what the next candle is going to do, and you do it every 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Every 60 seconds. That's when you know. It's like, okay, you got that jade. Until then, keep learning. But don't come out here trying to act like you know, oh, I'm so great. It's like, it's a shame. It's a shame. So yeah, that's why you gotta stay focused. You gotta keep studying, and you just have to put in the time, folks. You have to do it for yourself, because nobody's gonna do it for you. I mean, maybe you're gonna have to use AI or something eventually, but but then you quit on yourself, right? So let's stay focused, and God willing, He will help you. You gotta trust God, man. You gotta believe. Believe. Okay, this is 10:30. Thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate every support. I appreciate that you guys show up every day. Some of you show up every day, and you're gonna get something for free. How often do you do live streams, bro? Every day. I've been doing it. I've been doing this every day. 1:30. I start at 1:30 p.m. every day. So far, I've been doing this for 2-3 weeks now. So if you can't do this on 1 minute, imagine. If you can do this on 1 minute, imagine on 1 hour, bro. Anyway, you can put 2 and 2 together. But yeah, 1 minute, bro. If it's algorithmic, it'll print exactly the same. It's just fractal. It's fractal. That's how you stay in control. But anyway, I appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you for the support. And keep on keeping on. If you want to catch up on the videos that I've done before, please do like and subscribe, as always. And also, you can go watch the other videos that I did, like last Friday. Well, not last Friday, the previous Friday. You can watch the previous Friday, the previous Monday, the one about 100% controller or something like that. The premium discount video. So that was last Friday. I'm gonna change the name after this live stream. But yeah, like just look around, see, like, I mean, the videos are long. It's a live stream, but you know what I'm saying? Like, look around and try and see, see if you can gain something for free. It's free. Beggars aren't choosers, right? So yeah, watch the live streams just like this. It's the same format the whole time, and see what you can learn for free. I mean, you will find it is better than every other, paid something out there, but you're getting even for free. So I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. God bless.